Hi guys, welcome back to Honest Try TV. And today I'm going to be planning a week's worth of meals for my 8-month-old. He is now crawling. He just took his very first baby step today. So yay! Unfortunately it happened while I was working, but Jason did manage to get it on camera. So I could see the video of it and send it to our family. When I was pregnant, one of my best friends got me this book as a baby shower gift. And so I'm going to be using it to help me make a menu for our son for the week. I've been using it so far, and I found it very, very helpful. For a couple of reasons. I have this page earmarked because it's everything to avoid the first year. So, honey, cow's milk, high mercury, fish, choking hazards, and refined sugar. Pretty straightforward. So, I found it really helpful in terms of like easy recipes that I could do. It's broken out by stages. By the way, this is not an endorsement of this particular book. You use whichever one works best for you. Also, this video is not sponsored. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments, questions, recommendations down below. But the book is broken up by stages. So stage 1 is single ingredient purees. I was living, you see, I already have like certain items like underlined, things like that. But I've been pretty much living in this section for the last couple of months. So now we're at stage 2. So 6 to 8 months, which is smooth combination purees, and also not quite stage 3, although there are some chunky things that I have been introducing, and I'll discuss those in just a moment. Well, actually, I'll tell you now, because there aren't that many. So for chunky items, what I've introduced so far are bananas, which I mushed up with a spoon, and then I warmed it, and then I mushed it some more. So there were some chunks in there, but it was mostly just, whipped for him to pretty smooth consistency, but not blended out to a puree. Also, watermelon I introduced to him, but I used a lollipop. That is not the correct terminology for this, but it's one of these little contraptions. Thanks to Jason's sister, my sister-in-law, for buying these for the baby. So it comes with a little strap here. You can clip it onto their clothes. This does not work for my son because he just rips it off. But this particular one is by Boone. I don't know where she got it. Knowing her, probably Target. But basically, it looks like this. And then you lower this little part here to release the silicone cap. And then I stuff this with watermelon, usually. And then put it back on like so. And then raise this back up to keep it in place, and then he can knot on this, and then the melon comes out in nice, easy to consume pieces through these little perforated holes there. It's not actually this orange color, it's clear, but the color, the silicone kind of absorbed the color of the items that I had in here, which also included sweet potato. So I've been using this pretty often to give him items that weren't necessarily pureed. Okay, so that's been it so far for chunks. So mostly I've been living in the single puree section, and now I'm migrating more into the 6 to 8 month stage 2 smooth combination purees. And so let's dive in. I'm so excited. I love cooking for him because when he eats, he's just the most fulfilling thing in the world. I'm going to give you, so every child is different. That's Jason talking to the baby in the background. Every child is different. Mine, I have to be very careful with these two ingredients in particular. Spinach gives him really bad diaper rash. He gets a yeast infection right around his little poo-poo hole. So I've backed off of spinach. And sweet potato gives him the runs really bad. So I still use sweet potato, but I make sure that I blend it with other things. And I use it in moderation. I don't give it to him every day because it's a little rough for him. This avocado banana puree looks interesting. I think we'll try that. I've been wanting to introduce avocado to him for a while. So let's try that one. So we got avocado, banana. And sticking along those lines, I'll try to find purees that use similar ingredients so that I don't end up buying too much. I've also been introducing eggs as well. He doesn't like eggs, so what I have to do is blend it with I don't blend it. I spoon it with a fruit. So for example, I'll take a little bit of soft scrambled eggs and then I will add to the spoon some mashed up banana or applesauce. And that's how I mean, he's not totally opposed to it, but he's just not a huge fan. He's a lot more receptive when there's some sweet fruit of some kind also on the spoon. Let's see, what else can we try? I'll do one more fruit one. I'm just going randomly, guys. Like, I don't have any strong preferences here. I don't have any plans. Oh, banana and oat. That's a good one. So maybe instead of oat, what I'll use is quinoa. So let's see. This will be one. And then, Lord, anyone remember how to spell quinoa? This will be two. I'll figure it out in a second. All right, so that'll be cool. And then let's look for something with, he loves, I've been making a porridge out of quinoa, and he really likes it. And so it was quinoa, cinnamon, and peaches the last time. So we'll do a similar combination, but with banana this time. Let's do some protein. Okay, so we've got chickpeas, chicken and pea puree. That might be an option. Let's see. I'm only going to do about 3. So I don't want to, oh, here, carrot, quinoa, and black bean. That would be a good one. And I think I actually already have the black beans. And I really want to start introducing carrots to his diet as well. Carrots are pretty sweet and they're awesome for eye development. Black beans. All right. And I think that'll do it for now. I think with these, here's another one. Oh, but it's got spinach. Maybe I can find a substitute for the spinach. We'll go with broccoli or something. I'll try that next time maybe. There's also a pea carrot one. Oat and pear. Yeah. All right, so let's go with these ingredients for now. So avocado, banana, I'll figure it out. Carrot and black beans. And I will come up with a couple of combinations for how I can work those into his diet. So stick around, guys, for follow-up videos where I will go through the process of making these and introducing them to him, and I'll let you know, how how well it went, or whether or not, he just flaked on me. First time I gave him carrots, he didn't like it, but I think it was more the texture than the taste. It was really sweet, but he was just not a fan, I think, because it was too chunky. But he hasn't had avocado yet. He loves banana. He loves quinoa as long as it's blended with something sweet. He hasn't had black beans. I'm going to stick with a vegetarian diet for now. Well, I'm not vegetarian because I am introducing eggs. But I'm not going to introduce meat, I think, until he's 1. We're just going to stick to mostly, other than eggs, obviously, plant-based protein sources. So we'll probably introduce tofu soon as well. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me on this baby menu planning episode of Honest Try TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what kinds of menu suggestions you have for a week's worth of food for your less than 1-year-old. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Another thing that I would just like to add that I love about this particular book is that in the back, they do have instructions to help you with cooking several of these items, because purees, people don't make purees often, right? And so you may wonder, like, how do I even puree blueberries? Like, what do I do? And so they have really great instructions for that. And they also have a 6-week food schedule to help you serve as a guide. So I kind of use this, in the beginning to help me understand what I should be doing. They have recommendations for how to buy organically. So that's there. And also, if you need help finding a particular recipe based on an ingredient, there's an alphabetical list in the back. You find the ingredient, which is where I found the correct spelling for quinoa. There you go. And I'm actually looking for, find eggs. So eggs, here we go. Allergies, here you go, 36, which actually I found from, actually I didn't find out. My pediatrician told me that the way to avoid allergies is early introduction. So if you introduce your child to eggs, nuts, etc., prior to age 1, they're less likely to develop an allergy later in life. Hence why I've started making scrambled eggs for him for breakfast. But here, for example, they have a scrambled eggs recipe as well as a frittata and some other things. And what's also really cool about this book, again, not recommending this one, but I do think that having a baby food book of some kind is helpful if you're interested in making your child's food. This one actually grows with your baby. So all the way up to toddler age meals. So you'll find things in here that you could like legit make. Hold on, let me get to toddlers. You could make for your family even. Like, you would appreciate eating some of these items as an adult. So I really like this particular book. I think my friend did a good job picking out something that we will find useful for years to come. So that's all for today. Just wanted to show you that one. I'm excited. I cannot wait to just introduce him to all these different tastes and flavors, and also spices. One last point. It's never too early to introduce them to spices and herbs. So you can, I think I mentioned earlier that I made a porridge for him that included cinnamon. So, which is also very healthy as well. So don't be afraid to also blend in spices even to your single ingredient puree that you make for your 6-month-old. Okay, that's it for today. Stick around, like I said, for later episodes as we make our meals. See you soon. Okay, I promise this is the last little tip. After I make the food, because we shop at Costco, I tend to make a lot. I have these trays. These are baby food trays. I forget how the size of each cup. I want to say it's 1.5 ounces. I forget the cup sizes, but basically I will take the extra, stuff each of these. I might even like put some tape here to mark the top so that I know what each row is, but normally I have it memorized anyway. Like I can tell just by looking at it what I did. But yeah, freezer safe containers for you to store your baby food. Usually it's good in the fridge for up to 3 days, and in the freezer, I think for up to 3 months is the rule. You know, give or take. But these are the containers that I used for that. I got these off of Amazon. I don't think they were that expensive. I want to say they were like $8 for 2. So this is silicone. I try to avoid plastic because I don't want BPA leaching into my baby's food. So yeah, highly recommend getting something like this so that, you know, it's easier for you to keep your food stored once it's made. All right, guys.